Good evening.
Hello.
Welcome. Hi, my name's Barry.
And I'm Jay.
And together we are Mitosu Crafts.
Yes, thank you so much for joining us and welcome to our channel. We're independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrators based in the UK, so if you live in the UK, France, Germany, Austria, or the Netherlands, you'll be able to purchase current Stampin' Up! Products from our online shop. Do use the current host code which can be found on our website at mitoscrafts.com to receive a handmade card from us the following month, or any extra gifts if your order qualifies in the form of free gems or pack of pearls, as well as exclusive stamping Glam Squad tutorial and Global Creative Project tutorial bundles. We put out a couple of videos throughout the week, so it's worth subscribing to our channel if you'd love to see more card making and papercraft inspiration using Stampin' Up! Products. And don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel if you'd love to see more from us. Yes. We give out the handmade cards that we create during the live, so pop in a comment and you'll be automatically be put into the random draw. So before we do the random draw for this card that Barry created on Wednesday, we'll do some hellos. Hellos.
Hellos. So we have Caroline, Anne, Connie, Janelle, Mandy, Liz, Sandra, Jeanne. Did I say Mandy? Betty. It's a memory game now.
Ooh.
Oh, and then it jumps.
Angelina, Linda, hello, Gian, Liz, Maureen, Julie, Valerie, and Maureen, yes.
Lovely. So, and Brenda just got in there. That's good. So thank you all for joining us. And I'm sure there's going to be hopefully many more of you who pop some comments in, but we will be taking names from these comments and picking a winner. But we're going to pick a winner now, as we always do, for, like I say, for this card right here. So this is the second card which I made on Wednesday. So we're going to pick a winner. So there's 30 of you in the draw for this one tonight. So good. So good luck, everyone. We're going to go over to that one, and then we're going to go over and create some Jay. You've got Jay tonight, all Jay. So I've got no idea what he's doing. So get your scores in. I'm going to sabotage tonight.
Oh yeah, it's the last day. Right, I'll just refresh. Good luck, everyone. And who have we got? Mandy! Congratulations!
Mandy. Details popping up along the screen right now. If you want to message us, Barry and Jay at mitosucrafts.com with your address details, and we will pop that in the post to you as soon as possible. I'm going to be doing a postage run on Tuesday this week, so everyone who's waiting for cards, they will be posted very, very soon. So don't worry, they will be on their way to you. But congratulations. So, Mandy, that card is coming to you.
Whoop, whoop.
So well done.
Oh.
Excellent. So I'm going to hand you over to Jay right now, and he is going to be playing, as we said, with this stamp set right here once again. And by the looks of it, this stamp.
Just that stamp.
Just that stamp. Don't know what he's doing with that stamp, but just that stamp.
Ow. Cool. Right.
That doesn't work.
I just had to get something quickly. So yes, elegantly said. It's really lovely bundle. So it's a stamp and tool bundle with the punch as well. And I would say it's aimed at beginners and casual because it's punch and you don't need a die cutting machine. But if that, which is kind of like the projects that I'll be using today, and I'll be concentrating more on that stamp and the punch. And Barry's already used a few of the sentiments, so I'm gonna do kind of like a wedding theme, really. So I'll be doing the true love stories last forever, so it could be for wedding, which is great, and the thank you one, which is for thank you for watching us, as well as it could be used for wedding thank yous afterwards. So where am I? So with the wedding theme, I'm also going to be using the papers, which from the suite, which is the Simply Elegant Specialty Design Series paper, and every single sheet is double-sided, as always, but it is specialty because it's got the gold foil, the foiling. So you have gold, silver, and copper and this is actually the paper that I'll be using on both of my cards today. And my favorite paper is actually not foiled, but I'm not using it tonight. I'll show you my favorite. Can you guess what it is? So Barry's created a card with this as well for the Stamp Around UK, isn't it?
Sorry, say that again.
For this paper, Barry, which is gonna come out on the 1st of June.
Yes.
Yes. Ooh.
I have made a fancy fold as well.
So another lovely gold foiling there. Kind of like Art Deco style. And my favorite, I can't even see. Oh no, I put it aside because we're using it for our Elegantly Said class, which is this lovely one. I just love the colors on this one. So it's got basic black, basic gray, and I would say very vanilla. Yes, very vanilla. So it's just lovely paper there. And those are the papers that we're actually going to be using for our class. The booking for the worldwide is still open, so do join us. That's on the... When's the class, Barry?
Oh, that's on the 8th of June.
8th of June.
I don't know. Let's get the correct right. 8th of June.
8th of
So
June.
on the 7th.
But if you can't join us live on Zoom, you can always watch the replay, which is streamed privately on a YouTube channel, I guess. So yes, so I'm gonna be using this one. So I have Very Vanilla Thick as my card base. Just gonna prepare that one. That's just for stamping. I have Sahara Sand for my layer, which is 3 by 4 inch. He says 3, and yeah, which is, I did it as that because it's just easier. 7.6 centimeters by 10.2 centimeters. I have a strip of design series paper, which I mentioned earlier. So that's just, we normally cut our DSP to like 6 in half. So that's 6 inches by 1.5, or 15.2 by 3.8, 3.9. Yeah. 1.5, cool. So this one, I'm gonna be stamping on this one first. And I'm gonna be using this kind of like border stamp, really. So we are going to stamp. I did do a dry run earlier, and I stamped it in Smoky Slate, but it wasn't, it didn't have enough contrast. So I'm gonna try, I think basic gray would be too dark, so I'm gonna try it with gray granite. And the way that I placed the stamp is straight edge of the acrylic block, and I've kind of like tried to align the straight edge of this. Of course, you can use your stamp apparatus as well. And I'm just gonna stamp repeatedly up and down. I did have some, okay, I don't have paper, I forgot. There we go. I'll stamp on my Very Vanilla. So ink it up, and because it is longer, the stamp is longer than your ink pad, just make sure you go across. And I'm using the straight edge of the block as my reference point, as well as kind of like the edge of the stamp. So I'm just gonna go from the bottom, if I can see. Is that straight? It doesn't matter. Well, I say it doesn't matter. It does matter, but for demonstration purpose, you can like hopefully get the idea. So I went that way with on there, so I'm gonna move it along there, and then I'm just gonna stamp repeatedly. Again. and then going back to the original position. And I'm gonna repeat this until I kind of like hit, because that's gonna be on top. So where did I get up to? There. So I do like repeat stamping recently. It's one of kind of like the good sorry, I was aiming, so I didn't speak. One of the good thing about obviously stamping and the way that you can make your stamps design go longer or like use for different things is repeat stamping. And of course you can use second and third generation without re-inking, so then you can have that depth. But I just wanted to show the lace design of this border, this stamp.
Maureen Sowerby has asked you, why aren't you using the apparatus for this technique?
I am excuse me, I'm not using the Stamparatus for this technique because I wanted to show beginners and casual crafters who doesn't have Stamparatus that they can achieve it as well. Because not all beginners and casual crafters have got the Stamparatus.
But so it's a good tool to have.
It is a great tool to have, but if you join our team for I think it's the last day tomorrow, isn't it?
It is.
So the Join Plus promotion, you get more for your money, £154 for just £99, and that's you get extra 20 pounds of your choice of products. So that's why I'm kind of like just showing kind of like basic stamping, repeat stamping without the Stamparatus. But thank you so much for asking. The stamp, I love our Stamparatus. I always use it when I am kind of like repeat stamping with, especially if I'm doing it slanted as well. But I think I did well. It looks straight, so that's good. And I haven't actually tried with the Stamparatus how far kind of like in between that you'll need to do it, because as you can see I've stamped quite close. With the Stamparatus there's probably gonna be kind of like a bigger gap with it. Okay, so now we're gonna have, I'm just gonna add this on there and then create something underneath. So yes, it is, Mandy, such a great deal at the moment, and you get catalogs as well as business supplies, which you don't have to use if you don't want to, but you get future discount on your personal orders as well, and you get to be part of our Mitosu Stampers theme. I could have cut that at 3 inches, but knowing me, I'll probably cut it wonky. It's just easier to cut the the excess, so then you know it's kind of like straight edge on there. Now the punch, I can't actually remember what's the punch called, Barry, please.
Elegant tag punch.
Elegant tag punch. So I'm only actually using the top half. So I've kind of like I've just got a scrap piece, but if you want to know the measurement of that, I think it's like 3.4 centimeter or something, 3.2 centimeters or 1 1/4. But if you just have a piece, you can just align it down, and it's kind of like near enough the halfway point. So I'm just using that to punch. And I'm also gonna punch.
They want to see a demonstration of the Stamparatus, Joe.
Oh, okay. But that means Barry's gonna have to get it. Okay. Please, Barry, can you get the Stamparatus? So this one at the end, sabotage. Who said that? Who asked that? Edge on the end there, and that's gonna be for my whatchamacallit, sentiment. So I'm doing it back to front. I'm doing the thank you card first.
There's one Stamparatus for you.
You lot, you're all, oh, Sherry, is that a woohoo because I got one? I don't like you anymore. No, I'm kidding. I'm joking. Love you, Sherry. Right, yes, so I'm gonna do that in a sec, so I'll just finish this up. Thank you. I'm just gonna do that in Memento. No, it's fine, Maureen. You didn't ask, right? It was someone else. So I'm just gonna stamp that again with red rubber. You can't see through it as photopolymer, as you can see, and so I've used the bottom of the sentiment to kind of like align it on the straight edge. Hopefully, when I stamp it, it'll be straight. Ish. Ish. It's fine. You don't mind wonky stuff, right? Right. So Stamparatus. Now, have I got paper? Now that's the question. It's good that I did bring something. Where's it? You put the trimmer back.
No, I did not put the trimmer back.
No.
I promise you, I did not put the trimmer back.
It was on the sofa.
It was not on the sofa.
Can I have the trimmer, please?
I have not touched that.
I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. Right, 3-inch. It's not fair. Right. We have Stamparatus. So red rubber, you don't need this foam pad, I guess it's called. And if I do it, I've got Steve there, so I need to do it. It's the mic. I'm gonna do it this way, just because I've got loads of rubbish already. Right, if I do it, which one is better? Okay, I'm gonna do it this way. So use your stamp as kind of like your padding for your plate. I'm gonna add that there. And because we're just gonna be stamping from the bottom up, I'm just aligning that there. Clean my stamp first. And so with this one, I won't be able to, maybe I could. Let's have a look. Right, I'm just gonna pick that up and then see if it's straight on there. So you do have the grid on, kind of like engraved or raised on there. So I'm just gonna align that on. So from one end to the other. Are you straight? There. So when I stamp, I'll go down. So it's the hinge step technique. We have gray granite again. And then just ink that up a couple of times. Press down. lift up, so 90 degrees angle. You'll be able to take that off. Go down one, and then ink up again. So now we'll see how far away each one is. So you do have a big gap. Again, lift up, take off, reinsert, ink up or ink down, stamp down. Okay, so I'm gonna return it back to normal. So you have about I can probably fit one in between. So do I have the ruler? What's that? One. Actually, well, I know that it stamps on there. So if I move this up, it's kind of like 1 centimeter or 3/8 of an inch bigger.
Thank you, Mandy.
Wow, thank you so much. So that one, yes, thank you so much. Anyone else who would love to support our channel, the super chat button is there, and you can use the stickers as well. Give us some stickers. You can also support our channel by sharing, as well as via PayPal, which the link should be in the description. Okay, so what I've done, so I knew it was on the 6 centimeter line, so I know that it's in the line. I've just gone in between those two. Can you see? Sorry. So I knew that it was the line of that was on here, so I've just gone in between and made sure that that line would be free enough, and it's gonna stamp in between. Okay, I'm just going to, before I do that, is return it back to normal. I know that because the lace I want to be in between, that might be too what you call it, ambitious to fit it in between, but we will see. I think I've kind of like done it. So I've raised it up, took it to the left, so then at least it will hopefully work. There you go. So lift it up, take it off, ink down, stamp down, lift it up, and then we'll just go off the edge. It's gonna be wonky, see, but that's fine. So you can see that you can achieve it with the Stamparatos. It does, because I wanted it staggered, you do kind of like have to think slightly more about it, but you get the same idea. So whilst we have that, I might as well do this one. It is slightly less, but I can do that. Okay, so chamois, I'll just clean that up, and what I'll do is I might as well make another topper, right? So because this is slightly smaller, I'm just gonna trim the side down, and I'll use the other end, the other side. So we'll have two toppers. I was gonna show you the smoky slate, if I can find it in my tub. So there we go.
Thank you, Krista.
Wow, thank you, Krista. Amazing. And thank you for being a moderator as well. Right, so that's that. There. So this one I did with the smoky slate. You can see that it's slightly lighter than the gray granite. I quite like it. I quite like both, but we'll see how it works. So now I have these two. I'm just gonna add some trim. So with the Simply Elegant trim, I'll do gold there. I was gonna add another layer down there, but we'll just do the trim. So with this one, I'm just gonna add tear and tape on either side, and I'm just gonna wrap it. So I'm just aiming for in between those two. Take that off.
Thank you, Mandy Allen.
Wow, thank you, Mandy. Amazing. You're so generous. Thank you so much. Right, this one. Shall I do gold? I'll do gold for this one. Too high. So I'm just gonna wrap it around. I should really just start from there. There we go. I only want to kind of like hide the joint, so I'll probably wrap it 4 or 5 times. So I'm making sure that the front is kind of like the straight line, and then the back is slightly slanted, so then it hides Suki. That was Suki. You may already know that she gets hungry all the time. I don't know why. She always wants dinner early now. I'll do 4. So I'm gonna save that tiny, probably 2-inch, and I'm gonna cut down here. There you go. So just to close the up, sometimes these does kind of like come off, so I'm just gonna cover it again with tear and tape, just to hopefully get that in securely. There we go. So that's gonna go there, and I'm just gonna add that with dimensional. Oh, I nearly forgot. I was gonna add, so this one, oh thank you, I did leave. I left all our drinks next door. So this one I'm gonna add actually under here as kind of like well, just as a hanging element, so it's just peeking out. So it's like a person going hello. What's that farmyard animals that goes on the thing? That just reminded me of it. Anyway, it's gonna go upside down. Do you know which one I mean?
What, in the new cat?
Yeah. It's like a person going like that, or a squid, octopus, an octopus going hello. Anyway, right. I think the heat's gone to my head.
The heat?
Yeah, I'm hot. I'm hot now. I was cold earlier. Right, I'm just gonna add that on underneath and hook that over. You can go along the edge a bit more. And then just trim off the excess. So that's gonna go there. And of course, if you're gonna do like a small and long topper, you can do a cross which I tried to do, but my topper's too big. I cut a few of them, but if you're going kind of like long and thin, you can do the side, and then I'll just show you what I mean, but you get the idea, right? You can just do a row of them, a farm full of no, an aquarium full of octopus. There you go. It's just saying hello.
Betty H wants a face drawn on it now.
Have we got? Are you making me ask Barrett for loads of stuff? Look. Shall I do one? I'm not doing it on my there you go. Hello. Hello, Betty. That's for you. Yeah. So anyway, I'm gonna crack on and finish this up. So I'm just gonna add. Was I gonna do dimensionals? I don't think I was. Oh well. Dimensional.
I think you might have ruined that punch for a lot of people.
Oh, have I?
Or maybe, or no, but yeah, Sherry said I won't be able to look at that punch again in the same way. So all you're going to see now is squid.
Squid.
Octopus.
Oh, sorry. I just saw it just then.
That's all I can see now.
I've been playing with it all day, and I've never seen it until then. So that's gonna go on here. So quite simple, and hopefully quicker than what I've done when you do it. And where's my sentiment? There. And that's just gonna go on top, and it's I quite like it that the bottom is kind of like straight edge. Oh man. Ooh. I was like, did I forget another one? I didn't.
Amic.
I know, I did. I was just like, no. So that's just gonna go on there. I'm gonna roll them in half and do the top, and then along the bottom, and then in between. I'm hoping I can pick it up and then just put this on here. Right. So there we go. So that kind of like puts that in place, and then there's still a bit of height on there. So that is the first card. So simple, elegantly simple, I guess. So for my next one, I'm just gonna reset. I'm gonna use the same designer series paper, and as mentioned, I'm gonna use the long sentiment. So for this one, I'm gonna kind of like show how you can elongate. I'm sure most of you know how to elongate the label. So I am going to have Smoky Slate. For my layer, I've got Balmy Blue. I thought you could, of course, change that up. So this one is 1 centimeter or 3/8 of an inch smaller than the card front. And then again, this one is 6 inch or 15.2, but that because that I've just cut that in half. And then the width is 3 millimeters or 1/8 of an inch smaller than the Balmy Blue, but I will be cutting that in half. And this one, right, I'm just gonna put that aside, So before I do that, I didn't kind of like want to, I could have an offcut and then just put it on, oh yeah, I could do that actually. I was gonna cut it in half, flip it and reverse it and then just have it on the edge. But what I'm gonna do, I've just changed my mind, so sorry, is I'm gonna have that so it's the same border on each side. So we have, what did I say, 1 centimeter smaller, isn't it? 9.5. So this one is 13.6, 1, 2, 3, 13.3. Hopefully my maths is correct. Yes. So it's 3 millimeters smaller than the balmy blue, or 1/8 of an inch smaller. And then the offcut, I'm actually just gonna flip like that for my layer. So we have that, I'll just put that aside. So for the sentiment, I have cut myself Whisper White, Basic White, excuse me. Basic White. And I'm gonna have Smoky Slate again. I haven't cut it yet because depending on how long your sentiment is, that's how you can do these. So for sentiment wise, the width of the design is 1 3/4 of an inch, or 4.4 centimeters. So the way to just elongate your label is cut your width the same or slightly smaller than the width of the punch item, punch design. So this one is, if I haven't told you what the measurement for that is, I've kind of like just done 4.5, which is 11.5 centimeters, and then 4.4, just shy of 4.4, or 1 3/4 of an inch. And it's hard to push it in there. So if you put it from the outside and then lift that off from the from there. So we're gonna add the design on the top. So as soon as you see the edge, just push it back in until you don't see it anymore, and then just punch. And then you get one end. So you can have kind of like those pennants, I guess, with that design on there, but I wanted on both ends. So what you could do is, like, if you don't have this sentiment, if you have a different sentiment, stamp it and then punch it after. But I know that this fit on this measurement, but that's how you can. So have a long thin strip for your sentiment and for your card, and then punch one end, stamp it, and then punch the other end after. So this one I'm just doing both ends, and then I'm gonna stamp the sentiment. Right, for the sentiment, I'll show you my original, but I'm gonna stamp it in basic gray this time, which is on the chair. Where else would it be? Alright. So true love stories last forever. Are you hearing? Right, again, I think it's straight. I'm gonna go down here. I hope it's straight. Here we go. Yeah, it's okay. So I've stamped it kind of like centrally. Now you can leave it like that. You can step it up if you love. If you have Stampin' Right markers, you can do basic gray on just the True Last Forever, and then you can use a different color on the love stories. Now, if you love fussy cutting, you can step it up and then stamp it. I'm gonna choose Pale Papaya. I don't know why, I had it on here and I was using it earlier. So you can stamp it in Pale Papaya and then fussy cut. Now I won't bore you with fussy cutting it, so I have gone ahead, but you can normally see around the edges like how big you can kind of like mask it as well, and so then you don't have that to kind of like think about, or that area. But if you know that that's kind of like the space that you have, that's how close you need to be. But that's just me. Oh. Hi Joanne, sorry, I just got frog in my throat, or octopus. So yes, so I have fussy cut it. I didn't want to fussy cut, but that was my fussy cutting. It did take me longer than normal because I wanted it to be quite nice, but as mentioned, you can make it faster just by stamping it as is. So we have that, and I'm gonna add this one. Oh, so now I want a border for my elongated punch label. I'm gonna use what's this, smoky slate. So I'm just gonna punch for each side a tiny strip. So again, just enough. You can go out halfway if you want to, but you really only need kind of like even smaller than that. So 2 for each end. Now before I add this on, I've kind of like stamped quite low down, so I didn't plan for this, but I'm just gonna add something on top. I could add the border stamp, but I think that's gonna be too, if I want it straight, that's gonna be too much. So I'm just gonna add, ooh, what's that one? That's funky. I don't think that's gonna work. No, I'm just gonna add the flower because that'll be easier. So I'm just gonna add that one quickly, and I just want a hint of it on the top here. So smoky slate, and I might do a second generation. So second generation is stamp off and then onto your project. So it just gives it another interest on there. And I might do another one just under here, just a tiny bit. So it's not overpowering the sentiment. So now that's done, and we are going to add this underneath. So yes, so do stamp your sentiment first, because otherwise you won't, well, you can still stamp the sentiment after you've added the border. It's just there's more kind of like space for error, I guess, when you do that. So I'm just gonna add this, offset it, just make sure it is straight and it's got enough kind of like the same distance on both ends, and I'm gonna do the same for the other side. So lay it down and then just pick it up. And then just double check. Wow. Okay, so now that you have that, you can leave it like that, but I'm gonna add another border on top and the bottom. So I'm just gonna, so we said it was 4.4 the height, or 1 3/4 of an inch. So I'm just gonna add another 3 millimeters or 1/8 of an inch on there. But before I do that as well, I'm just gonna measure. Where's the ruler? So as I have created another one and it was 3 inches, but you never know what size it is until you've stuck it down. So I'm measuring, it is 3 inches. It's the same, just shy. Okay, so I'm measuring basically from the edge of the smoky slate onto the other end of the smoky slate. So hopefully I've kind of like done it correctly, and I'm just gonna cut another one. You can just do small strip again, but I'm just gonna cut a long strip. So it was 4.4, so I'm just gonna add 3 millimeters. 1 2 3. And we said, so from my measurement it was 3 and just before the 3, 15/16 of an inch, or 7.5. Right, I need to change our blade.
Do you need a new one?
No, it's fine. I do have my trusty paper snips. So when I add that in, it will have a border on top and bottom as well. So that's that one. So just add glue and then pick this up. Oop. And just make sure it's nice and straight. There you go. So you have a border for every side, each side, even all 4 sides. So that's done. That's done. Of course, the layer or the mat underneath, you can change to color of the wedding theme, I guess. That's gonna get added on. We're gonna add our offcut onto there. So I tend to press on the paper trimmer quite a bit, so you do get raised backside at the back. So just use your bone folder just to level that off, so it doesn't look like it's back to front or whatnot. So we're pretty much done. I'm just gonna add this on there.
Get your names in.
And then I'm gonna add, ooh, I shouldn't have moved that. Just making sure that's the correct one. And then add that on to here. I love this side as well. Basic gray is one of my favorite color. If you can even call it a color, it's gray. So, but with a pop off, I was gonna use soft sea foam, but we've only got like 2 A4 sheets, so I was like, maybe we need that for a class. I'll just use balmy blue. We got loads, but we're gonna do another order soon.
Yes, we are actually.
Tomorrow, aren't we?
Yes, or even tonight.
Or even tonight. So you could add more on there. Add another trim. Wrap it up. Silver. Yeah, gold and silver. That works.
Mandy likes your J's and waved backside.
Thanks.
How do you say bottom?
Bottom. Bottom. Oh yeah, that is that is not. Sometimes I just don't know what to say.
Thank you, Gian.
How to. Wow, thank you, Gian. Amazing. So I'm just gonna do the same, but this time I'm gonna crisscross it. And maybe do a knot. We will see how it goes. So if I start there, just twice, cut that off, and then cover that up because it is sticky. Oh, I shouldn't have covered it. I was just gonna lay it flat actually. That's fine, I can uncover it. But I'll cover it just for securing. For secureness. Securement. To make it more secure on there. Yeah, sometimes I have to ask Barry, like, what, how do you say that again? Which is, I don't know, it's weird because I've been in the UK more than I've been in the Philippines. And I'm sure I think in English. Does that make sense? Right, I'm just gonna put that flat down there. If you are gonna, I don't use stir and tape that often to stick it down, but if you want more kind of like movement before you stick it down properly, just add multi-purpose liquid glue on top. That's why I use this more, because I tend to not place it correctly the first time. So that's just gonna go there. Yeah, actually it doesn't need a knot. That crisscross thing is fine. Okay, so now we're just gonna add multi-purpose dimensional. Do I want that there? Just there. And I'm gonna try and avoid that area, so in the middle still is okay. And that's probably it, because that's getting held up. Or I could add on here. Yeah, that's fine. So we're just gonna add this on, and then maybe add some black matte dots. Oh, don't forget about that. The rogue one. Oh, see, I forgot about that one. But so I'm just gonna add that there, more towards the center. And then with this one, fold it. To finish up, I'm just gonna fold this in a couple of areas. Stay. And then stick that down in place. If you don't, yeah, if you, I forget that like oils from your fingers tend to kind of like make that less tacky, so use the end whenever you want it placed, and then that should still leave it quite tacky. So I'm just gonna add that onto there, and then finish up with matte black dots, and I'm just gonna do 2. I know like the rule of 3 normally is there, but if it's kind of like for wedding, I think it's for 2 people, right? Where should I put it? I'm just gonna do it down there. 1 on and 1 off. There you go. So it's more, I guess, symbolic than decorative, I guess. And there, ooh, is a rogue black matte dot. So there we go. That is the second card from me with elongated label and the elegantly said designer series paper. Is that what it's called? Simply Elegant Specialty Designer Series paper. Look at me go with DSP. I was like, that's my goal. I want to use it. So yeah, so I hope you enjoyed those 2. Barry's gonna come over. Don't forget to hit that like button if you haven't done so yet. But stay tuned, and we'll do the random draw for the first card. See, not as messy.
Yeah, I like this stand.
I couldn't do anything. Did you wanna get?
Oh yes. What this? Here.
Yes. So I'm just gonna move that there.
Oh.
Thank you.
Yes, I've brought a new laptop stand, so it means the laptop's on an angle. Jay now can't put stuff on it because it slides off.
I still can. It's got some like ledges.
I'm going to hide those ledges. Okay, so I'm going to get the feed done.
So yes, so whilst Bar's doing that, we received a lovely package yesterday. I think yesterday.
Yes, I think it was yesterday. It was either yesterday or the day before.
So we thought we'd share it with you. So thank you so much, Betty. We have received your package. And the designer series paper, I can't remember that one, but this is a lovely card.
It's not the Love You Always one or something.
And inside, look, Betty's even decorated her envelope and created her own envelope. How amazing is that? And look, how cute. Love it.
Thank you, Betty. We really appreciate
so
it.
much.
That was a nice little surprise.
And
she's trying to tell Jay something.
no,
not me.
I think this is you because this is your favorite. Look what we got. Scrubby. Easily removes paint, oil, dirt, grease, and more. And
that's Jay down to a T.
Betty added ink on there. Yeah. No, but you love your scrub.
I do like my scrub.
And it smells lovely. The cats don't like it though because it's citrus.
No, if they smell it, they run a mile.
It smells lovely. It's like smell-o-vision.
Yes.
But
so
yes,
thank you very much for that, Betty. We really appreciate that. It was a nice little surprise receiving that one. Cool. So good. So we are ready, I think, to...
yeah, let's go where you are.
The
ready?
name. So, yes.
Cool. So good luck, everyone.
Good luck, everyone. So the winner of tonight's card is going to be... Lisa!
Yay. Wow!
Well done, Lisa.
Congratulations, Lisa. So email us at mitoscrafts no, at baranj@mitosocrafts.com, and we'll send that to you as soon as possible. So there we go. So yes, congratulations. I hope you enjoyed that. So if you, oh, Tommy's on the Tommy's on the loose.
Tommy's on the prowl.
Yes, so if you'd love to get in with a chance for the random draw on this card, just pop in a comment on the comment section below, and if you are watching the replay as well, pop in a comment and you'll be put into the random draw for Wednesday.
Yes.
Which we don't know what we're going to be playing.
No, we don't know what we're going to. Day before my birthday.
Oh, is it?
It'll have to be a birthday card, won't it? Have to have a birthday party.
Okay.
So,
Party for two, is it?
a party for two, that's it. I've just got to show you quickly. This is, Tommy has decided just to join us on table. So I just wanted to show you that.
Yes. So whilst Tommy's there and getting ready to, I
Craft?
think, make a mess.
Yes.
More than likely. We'll
excellent.
say hello. Oh, goodbye.
Goodbye. Do you want to do it all over again?
Bye. I don't want 2 more points. Thank you very much. I lost this month.
You did. And I get a free month apparently because it's my birthday month now. So,
No, no. I didn't read it, so that doesn't count. Thank you so much.
Thank you everyone for watching, and we will be back with you again on Wednesday evening, same time, same place.
Take care. Stay safe.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.